Yo, what's going on, boys? It's your man back with another review. Now, I know I missed my upload schedule. I actually missed last week's upload. I'm very sorry about that. But in the meantime, we have hit 400 subscribers. Thank you, everybody, for 400 subscribers. And we're actually flying up subscribers and everything. I want to thank you all so much for all the growth we've been having. It's just been amazing. But other than that, getting into the review of my man Pig Patch here. So, bringing him up for a little bit of a close-up. This is actually the glow-in-the-dark wave that they released after the initial wave of Pizzeria Simulator figures. And I'm not going to say that these are better, but they're not worse, which is pretty decent. So, I do not have a box for this figure, but what I do have is one Pig Patch in box so that we can bring in here, and I'll move him out the way to show it up. I do like the boxes for this wave. I think the black really makes it gives it a different style. They didn't actually even change the product shots in the back though. It's still all the same. This box is a little beat up, but what are you gonna get for a $10 figure? So bringing this man back in and looking at the paint sculpt. So the paint, which I still think is a problem for this guy, the eyes are terrible. They're fuzzy, the paint doesn't even look good, it's cracking, it's all dirty and dusty too, that doesn't help. But the paint is pretty bad. It wasn't good on the original Orville either. Not Orville, wrong character. The original Pig Patch wasn't that good either. So I guess they didn't really improve any of it. And the sculpt, the plastic with the clear, it looks pretty good in this pinky, and it kind of glows a little bit. Showing that off, I'll move him and take my light here, put it behind him. You can see straight through. And they glow in the dark, which I think is a cool little 2-for-1 bonus piece, because at least with this re-release, they did change something. Because in the original wave, when they re-released them, they changed it. They made the figures way worse, but they didn't really change anything. It's still just the same exact figure. For articulation on this guy, it's pretty decent. He looks up, pretty decent. Looks down, not too far because of his big jaw. The ball joint gives some rotation, a little bit of tilt. At the shoulder here, it goes all the way around. There's no shoulder to inhibit it so it can go straight 90. At the elbow, it bends pretty terribly. It can rotate. Then at the wrist, a nice little rotation. And I think with this wave, what they could have tried to do, since they re-released the exact same figures, is maybe up the articulation a little bit. But I don't think they really did. At the waist, never been used before. The waist rotation is pretty decent. As you can see, it's very tight because I've probably never moved that waist ever, but it works. At the leg here, I don't like how the joint inside is clear and the pants are colored. They should have just colored the joint to match with the pants. Because between the arms and everything, it doesn't look bad. But with the pants, it kind of stands out really bad. Because it's clear around, I guess, brown maybe that color is. I'm not sure. But the legs have pretty terrible articulation like usual. Forward and back. They actually do move out, but not for much. There is a little bit of a rotation at the top. At the knee, you got some rotation and barely even a bend. And then that's it. No foot articulation like usual. So this guy isn't too bad. I don't think they are still being produced anymore. So I don't know if you could find them just casually in stores. But I know they really didn't sell that well. So they have been lingering in stores a lot. Like pegs just full of Pig Patches, especially Pig Patch at Walmart a lot. When you go and look for the exclusives like Frostbear or whatever, they usually only have this wave or the newer wave, but like 2 of each. They don't really have the whole wave at all. So moving on, for accessories with this guy, moving him out the way. He does come with the same old banjo, except mine, I don't know what happened to it. It got injured in the war. But I don't really think this banjo looks too good. The strings look a little weird because they are actually different than the original. The original had silver strings, and they painted them white on the new one for some reason. And they did do some changes. They got rid of all the silver and replaced it for white, what makes it seem like they tried to cut the cost. So, I mean, what are you going to get? A worse accessory. So if you want to display this one, I'd say give them the original Pig Patch Banjo, because the detail and paint looks already way better. The back is exactly the same. It is the exact same sculpt, no difference. Same exact banjo, just different paint jobs on them. So bringing the band back in and trying to do a handful of comparisons with them. We have a lot. So from FNAF figures from the last wave, or from this wave I meant, last reviews, we got Freddy, Orville over here. Actually the right person this time. And then the one that cannot stand up for his life, and I want to stand him up because I don't want him to fall into the abyss, is Foxy. Now, the one thing I do like is how good they fit together, because they all have the clear joints, and then they all have the see-through plastic, and I think they really fit nice together. It's a really good look. I feel like it's not really, if you want an in-game accuracy, this is not what you want to get whatsoever. But if you want something cool to put on the shelf, these aren't bad at all. So moving these boys out the way. Get them over here. Freddy, get out of here. We'll compare him to some more random figures. Well, not random. Here's the other Pig Patch. And seeing them next to each other, I definitely like the original one way better, because it's more accurate to the character. And I think Pig Patch doesn't have the best design in my opinion. I don't really like his design. And I think that the solid colors helps it a lot more, makes it a lot better looking. Let's get him out here. You know what? We'll fling another couple guys on here. We'll do Glamrock Freddy, a newer figure. And since he's close, we'll do the original Golden Freddy. Now, I think that he does scale well. They're pretty much built on the same exact bodies, because they're still reusing the feet. They still reuse like the arm joints and everything. A lot of this is still a lot of reuse. And I think it still is. It definitely is in the new wave. It's even worse than now. But I think he doesn't look bad. And in a display of all FNAF figures, he would fit right in the family. I get these idiots out the way. For scale on this guy, it does fit good. He does fit in, and he looks good too. So I think that's about it for this video, this review. Thank you guys for watching. If you didn't get the original Pig Patch, I'd recommend this guy. But if you did, this is 100% a skip figure, because the accessory is worse, the paint is worse. It's not really a deal. It's not like it comes with a Build-A-Figure like the original one did. This wave actually doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure, so there's only one more review left, just so you know. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the growth we've been having recently. It's amazing. I'm so happy with it. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you.